Another Brick fan with a LEGO BrickHeadz review. This is Boba Fett. This is set 41629, was released in October 2018, has 161 pieces and cost about $10 when it was released. As you can see, this is BrickHead number 73 from Star Wars. I would expect this is probably from The Empire Strikes Back, which is the first time we saw Boba Fett, but it certainly could be based on Boba Fett from The Return of the Jedi, because he was in both movies. Let's go ahead and build the BrickHead up and take a look at the finished model. Here is Boba Fett all finished, and as you can see, there's several printed pieces here. So we have the belt with all the various pouches for probably ammunition more than anything else, but several other things could be stored there. I like how they did these triangle pieces in the red with the green to set off the helmet. This middle piece is actually done with a tile, so there's some sideways construction as you saw during the speed build, which makes this turn out really nicely. This visor piece is printed. There's a print here for this kind of dent in his armor. And then on the side, he has an emblem on his shoulder here. Not to mention these little yellow stripes which show up on the side of his helmet here. The face turned out really well. I like how these dark green plates are kind of sticking out from the model as well to give it a little more depth. You can see kind of how that is done here with the belt and these all kind of out away from the main body. Here's that printed piece there on the side of his armor as an emblem there, kind of a Mandalorian thing. We have a cape here in the back. So there's the side of the cape. Now the cape is only draped over his side here. So let's take a look. There's a nice jetpack build. Let's get that out of the way for just a moment and take a look here. So I do like how they have the dark green back here, the red grills, which is accurate for the back of his helmet. I liked how that turned out. You see there's a couple of jumper plates here on the cape. Again, the cape is kind of sloped off to one side here and not going over his other side. These jumpers are here for this nice jetpack piece with these bright silver or metallic silver cone pieces. There's this arrow or spear type piece to represent the rocket, and then it fits right on those jumpers nicely, so you have his jetpack on his back. Moving to the other side, you see it's built differently with a mount here for his targeting system. Now this is not easy to position in a forward way just because of the way it was built, but it would normally fold down and show his targeting computer here. You have to get kind of creative to figure out a way to make that mount like that, but the standard model allows just for it to be in the up position, which is the way you most see Boba Fett most of the time. He has another built-up blaster, so there's a little clip with a post receiver here on a robot arm, and then there's a pistol with a black cone, silver and black studs here to kind of make that built-up blaster, which I always appreciate with BrickHeadz because, as I've said probably several times, that I don't think the minifigure accessories really fit the scale of a BrickHead. So I like to see this kind of an idea where it's something is built up. Overall, a very good representation of Boba Fett. I think it gets all of the major characteristics of the character here in this BrickHead. It's very nice to capture this kind of a character in this very blocky format, but I think it turned out really well. Certainly very recognizable as Boba Fett. As far as the value for these BrickHeadz sets, I think that $10 is quite fair. Most of them are well over 100 pieces. This one is 160 pieces for $10. So it's pushing downward, the 8 cents per piece as opposed, and I think anything under 10 cents is usually a good value. And of course, this makes for a nice display piece and another iconic character from the Star Wars universe. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this BrickHead. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I've left a link to my Star Wars and BrickHead review playlists up here on the screen.